I was lamenting with my colleague from Northeast St. Andrew that we can't spend the $40 million allocated to MPs for roads almost 10 months after the allocation was done. And I believe...
Bless up my people. Welcome back to the channel. It's your girl Anissa Bell Rose. Thanks to all the new subscribers. Thanks for the returning subscribers. If you're new to the channel, subscribe, turn the post notification bell on, put it on all so you won't miss an upload from me. On the road to 10K, help me to get there, my people. So coming up in this video, we have the opposition spokesman clashes with the Minister of Finance over $9 billion worth of unspent money. And people are crying. As well as Minister of Finance Clarke puts hefty senator stipend on hold, while Judge Sykes disagrees with lengthy prison sentence as it pertains to the Klansman gang trial. Stay tuned for what will come up on this topic, my people. While you're at it, drop a like on the video. So the opposition spokesman on finance, Julian Robinson, says the $8.7 billion in unspent capital expenditure by the government is an insult to Jamaicans. He says it's impossible to justify such under expenditure in scenarios where people continue to suffer from lack of infrastructure. A whole heap of people are cry out, say roads in them area want to be fixed, and we know say them not can fix everything in one go. But even 2 years back, my people, with the tri-bridge, and that has resurfaced now, my people, still not fixed. A rope the people them have to use to carry them goods from one point to the next point. The bridge is still not fixed. However, Dr. Nigel Clarke agreed that this is an undesirable outcome, but he noted that the growth in the capital budget is reflective of the government's sound economic management. So he's basically saying, even though, you know, there's almost $9 billion still unspent, he's saying that it didn't halt road fixtures and you name it, and that it's because they're managing the economy well. That's why they didn't have to touch that money, so to speak. But I want to listen to, you know, the exchange between both of them. So listen to these clippings, my people.
I was lamenting with my colleague from Northeast St. Andrew that we can't spend the $40 million allocated to MPs for roads almost 10 months after the allocation was done. And I believe we have to examine how we deal with public procurement. We want to ensure there's no corruption, but when you get to a system where you have $8.7 billion that you cannot spend, that's a problem. That is retarding economic growth and development. And frankly, it is not stopping corruption. This don't do not to stop corruption.
We on this side are in absolute agreement. Reduction of capex is not desirable by any means. And we have to work on the absorption capacity of the public bureaucracy. The success that the government has had on its fiscal program and its economic reform is such that capex is increasing at a rate that is outstripping the absorptive capacity of the public bureaucracy. And I would say it's a problem, but it's a good problem to have. The only redeeming thing with the reduction in the capex, Madam Speaker, is that it does not represent any project that is being canned. The reduction comes from the contingency provision in the capital expenditure envelope. So the capital expenditure envelope has a number of projects, A to Z. All of those are continuing. But in addition to that, it has a contingency provision in the event that new projects come on stream. So that is where the reduction is coming from. I agree with the overall sentiment that is undesirable. However, at least it's coming from the contingency provision and not from the postponement or cancellation of any particular project.
So in this segment right now, my people know that, you know, the government had assigned a massive pay hike for the senators' stipend, right? Per meeting. And I don't know, I did have a live. When you can go check out the live, I'm going to link the link in the description so you can watch that, my people. But we know that the People's National Party's senators objected to this massive increase from 53,000 to 148,000, my people. Now do the maths and work out the percentage of that. And I want to listen to what the People's National Party Senator Peter Bunting said.
I wrote Ms. Curtis, the clerk to the Houses of Parliament, yesterday via email indicating the opposition senator's position to her letter dated September 14th, 2023, indicating the Ministry of Finance and the Public Services decision to adjust the per meeting stipend for senators. In a nutshell, we expressed strong objection to the substantial increase in the stipend, which has moved from approximately 53,000 to 148,000 per meeting. Our concerns revolve around the size of this increase, its timing, and its obvious insensitivity to the current national context. We firmly believe that such a significant increase in stipend for senators is neither justifiable nor appropriate, particularly at a time when crucial issues affecting essential public servants.
And because of that, my people, right now, Tuesday past, the government has halted the 179% increase in the stipend for senators per meeting. Finance Minister Dr. Nigel Clarke said the increase will not be implemented, that he has directed that the letter dated September the 14th, 2023 be rescinded. Clarke said that the correspondence from the clerk followed from cabinet decision of 2008 that automatically indexed the stipend of the senators to the highest fee paid for service as a board director of public body. He said immediately prior to this 2008 decision, senators were being paid $1,000 per meeting and the highest public body board fee was $6,000 per meeting. The highest board fee outlined was $74,000 according to Curtis' letter, which was addressed to the President of Senate, Tom Tavares Finson. It was copied to Leader of Government Business Kamina Johnson Smith and Leader of Opposition Business Peter Bunting. So I get that this was proposed from 2008, but what I'm saying is, my people, 179% increase. 179% increase? Come on, man. Why did I have to leave from 53,000 to 148,000? While we have other sectors, we want some of that pay, we have other matters at hand. That is too much, and me agree with the opposition for rejecting it. While many persons have said it was a trap, I want to hear food take panic, my people. Tell me what you think. Meanwhile, my people, we know that the whole Klansman sentencing are underway, currently in court, my people, and we seen where Justice Brian Sykes expressed difficulty in accepting that long prison sentence act as a deterrent for offenders. So basically, I say, my people, him not think the long prison sentence would cause them to change their behavior, and them would really want to change and all of that. And I strongly disagree with that. But I want to listen to what him say, my people.
One of the difficulties with these pronouncements is that it's not backed up by data, evidence. Where are the studies dealing with recidivism, all of those kinds of things? It's just simply not there. So we have all of these pronouncements by judges, eminent judges, but where is the supporting data? That's just one of the difficulties that I have with these pronouncements. It has to be a decision that the person makes. And until they make that decision, it really doesn't matter what programs you have. That is internal to the person. So no sentence is going to transform anybody into a person who embraces reform unless that person themselves decide that this is what I want to do. And again, how are you going to know this? You can't know this. You only can look at evidence over time, but there's no inevitable connection. The person may have decided on a life of crime, and just that they are caught at this moment in time, or they may have had a life of crime and they were never caught before. So I don't know. I really don't know these things, you know.
And why I disagree with it, because there's degree to crime and violence. So if a man throw a little hot water on a man's foot versus a man where kill a man, the prison sentence wouldn't be as lengthy for the man where throw a little hot water upon a man's foot versus the man where kill the man. And so if you have a person getting a long or a lengthy sentence depending on the degree of crime, and there are things set in place in prison for re-socialize them, of course them can change. It all boils down to the man mindset too. But I believe that the lengthy sentence to the degree of crime is justifiable. And if you are not seeing any data to back up that, then uno can do for uno own to find out if this is factual or not. But I want you to tell me what you think about all that was said in this video, my people. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe to the channel. Run go over to my other platform, Instagram and Facebook, and follow me over there at Anisabel Rose. Check out the YouTube store, my people. Check out the YouTube membership. You get a lot of benefits by becoming a member. We do notification shout out in each and every video to be a part of that. All you have to do is be the first to comment and like, and you'll be featured in the following video to come. New viewers, come on board, journey with me, join the family, subscribe to the channel. Stay tuned for more videos. Share out the videos, like up the videos. Big up on yourself.